When anybody says, you know what, the value that you can attach, whether it's real, perceived, doesn't matter, to a championship is beyond explanation. But the reaction, and we got to roll some of this from the fans, in OKC, it's one thing to be pissed off, but I mean, you're taking out, what, machine guns? And I mean, this is nuts.
We're here in Oklahoma City at the house of Kevin Durant. Today was a sad day for the city. We've loved and appreciated this athlete like no other. We've welcomed into our city. We've given him the privacy that no other superstar could ever ask for in this world. We've given him the love. We've given him a team and teammates that no other player of his caliber will ever appreciate or could have again. This organization has done everything for you, Kevin Durant. The one thing we couldn't give you is a heart.
And it goes on and on and on and on. But should the favorite part about this is, well, we left you alone, Kevin. We let you do your thing here. We didn't treat you bad. Are you supposed to treat people bad? Are you supposed to be a nuisance to people? Are you supposed to egg a guy's house? I don't get this. We left you alone. We treated you well. Are you supposed to treat athletes poorly? Are you supposed to treat your own players poorly? I don't get this. You don't get credit for being a decent fan and not throwing crap at a guy's house. I'm sorry. You don't get credit for not being a D-bag.
I love the idea that you get emotionally invested in your teams. That's what it's all about.
I get it.
But this is way beyond it.
When you go to a guy's house and you shoot a video on his front lawn and throw like jerseys on it and stuff like that and burn jerseys and start shooting jerseys with machine guns, come on.
One little piece of advice, get a life. This is the entertainment business, brother. Get a life. One other little thing left over from the 4th of July, Christy Brinkley. Get over it, Billy Joel. Get a load of this. She now lives on Long Island, big fireworks, all of that. So she's out watching the fireworks. And get a load of this. A mother of three, a 36-year-old mother of three, by the name of Erica Rimas, who also lives in the Hamptons, was at the same fireworks, had to go. And when you got to go, and there's no pit stop there, I mean, so she goes and takes a little whiz on the rocks, okay, in front of Christy Brinkley's house. Do you know what Christy Brinkley did last night? She went and got a garden hose and tried to wash her away.
She brought a go. She's
out there spraying the woman to get her off her rocks, yelling out at her. She says, "It's my rocks, it's my sand. You have to go." Called her disgusting and kept throwing her. She called the cops. Philly, what were you thinking? What the hell were you thinking? A couple of good birthdays before we get out of here. Eddie Falco is 53. Big fan. Absolutely, yeah. Carmela, yeah. From The Sopranos.
Did you ever watch? Jake always talks about Nurse Jackie. Have you ever watched Nurse Jackie?
I have.
What do you think? I haven't seen it. I keep hearing about it, though.
The problem with Nurse Jackie is that it's basically the same episode over and over and over again. It's about a nurse, an emergency ward, who's got a drug problem, and the way she's trying to hide it from everybody, and it doesn't have enough depth to it all. It's just the same thing over and over again. And you know what? If they made it into a movie, a one-time stop thing, I can get it. But week after week, got it. Got a drug problem, hide it from everybody. Yeah. Do you know what it reminds me of in that respect? It's a smaller version of Suits, where you just get tired of it.
Yeah, see, I like Suits, but at the same time, I know what you mean. It gets sort of repetitive. Like, here's a problem. Here are the geniuses. They're going to solve this problem. First, there'll be a conflict. At the end, they'll resolve it. It's the same sort of thing
it just
over and over
itself.
again. Yeah, that's true.
And happy birthday, Huey Lewis is 66. Yeah, Jake, if you're listening, this is for you, brother. Back in a moment.
Everything they say, and no place that I'd rather be. Where else can you do 500,000 things, all at $0.25 to free?
The Bro Jake Show is brought to you by Stanley Park Brewing, official beer of the Bro Jake Show.
The 6-liter Power Stroke diesel engine. If you've got one in your truck, ask yourself this: who's under the hood of your Power Stroke? Bernhausen Specialty Automotive is BC's Power Stroke specialist. While some say the Power Stroke has a bad reputation and they're hard to fix, Bernhausen says, because no matter how complex the problem is, they have the knowledge and skill to fix it. Who's under the hood of your Power Stroke? Make sure it's Bernhausen Specialty Automotive. Online at bernhausendiesel.com.
What do half of the Fortune 500 companies all have in common? They choose Regis to quickly and easily take the hassle out of finding office space. Regis provides offices, technology, and support staff for companies large and small so they get up and running fast. Customized solutions from short-term to long-term, all on your terms. And with Regis managing the details, you're free to do your best work. So when you're ready to take your business to the next level, Regis is there. Regis, the new way to work. Call 1-800-OFFICES.
At Image Optometry, the most affordable eye care chain in BC, you'll get a doctor's eye exam and a complete select pair of glasses for just $89.95. An unbeatable deal that'll ensure you catch your next game in glorious HD. And with 16 locations throughout the Lower Mainland, you can try before you buy. See the selection and book your exam today at image.ca. Online prices, bricks and mortar service. Image Optometry, the official eye doctor of the Whitecaps. Check yearly, see clearly.
B-Mac, Donnie, and the Moj.
Today on the Big Show at 2:30, Canuck first-round draft pick Oli Uelevi joins us. We'll also find out the reaction to the signing of Kevin Durant by the Golden State Warriors.
Today, 2 till 6 on TSN 1040.
Ever want to get into one of those trendy, secret, underground venues, but don't know the password? Pineapple.
No.
Whale shark.
No.
Volleyball.
No.
Air guitar.
No.
Kind of makes you feel left out, huh? Well, with Ford employee pricing, everyone's included. Right now, get a $3,485 employee price adjustment on the new 2017 Escape Titanium with panoramic vista roof. When you pay what Ford employees pay, it's easy to get into a Ford. Get your employee price at findyourford.ca. Deep dish pizza.
You're good.
We're in!
Hey guys, it's the bro here for Capital Direct. And if you need money, 30, 60, 80, 100 grand, home equity loan might be the answer for you from Capital Direct. The money you need, the money that you could really use right now is a simple phone call away. I don't know, maybe you're doing some stuff on the house and you're trying to make it better, put a new roof on it, new kitchen. Compared to the banks these days, Capital Direct's lending criteria is less strict. If you own property, Capital Direct can help. It's that simple. Call them today, 1-800-NEW-CAPITAL. That's 1-800-NEW-CAPITAL.
Calling all thrill seekers, have we got an experience for you? It's the TSN 1040 Ultimate Adventure Getaway, a 2-night glamping and rafting trip at the Rio Rafting Resort. All this week, listen to B-Mac, Donnie, and the Moj for the Ultimate Adventure code word. Text it to 104040 to enter for your chance to win. All courtesy of Dead Frog Brewery. Collect experiences, not things. Rio Rafting and TSN 1040. Standard messaging rates apply. Full details at tsn1040.ca.
Get to know Mitsubishi. Get to know where it's from. And where you can get one.
Finding directions to Mitsubishi dealership.
Get to know its power. And its 10-year powertrain limited warranty. There's no better time to drive a Mitsubishi than during the Get to Know Mitsubishi event on now. For a limited time, get 2 monthly payments on us. Plus, get 0% purchase financing for up to 84 months on select vehicles. On approved credit, conditions apply. See dealer for details. Mitsubishi. Built better, back better.
Hi there, it's Kimberly Wynn from the CTV Morning Live Traffic Center. For Coquitlam commuters, we have a stalled vehicle eastbound Highway 1 just east of Burnett Ave. It's in the right-hand lane. Stay left to move around that. And a quick reminder for Delta commuters, South Fraser Perimeter Road, Highway 17, still closed due to that bog fire between Highways 99 and the 91, so we're already seeing delays westbound on Nordell. It's Fountain Tire's 60th anniversary. To celebrate this week, get a full-service car care package for only $60. See store for details and restrictions.
First of all, on Shut the Front Door, let's get the poll question here. I'm just catching up here. I'm not used to doing this all the time. Subway poll question is, how much are the Canucks going to miss Dan Hamhuis? Very much, a little, or not at all? And I'll tell you this, after what he said yesterday, I'm not surprised that the poll has got 55% of you saying that they're going to miss him a lot. I don't know if that's true or not, but nevertheless, that's the reaction. And here's why. I want to roll this again. Dan Hamhuis yesterday on the afternoon show taking the high road in terms of the way that the Canucks, A, Dealt with him all season long, which would seem to be a real kind of a dog and pony show. And then at the end of the day, he winds up in Dallas with a 2-year contract.
You know, I think when I signed on to Vancouver, it was a bit surreal. That first year was incredible, going right to the Stanley Cup final. Putting the Vancouver Canucks jersey on that year was a childhood dream, and so it was certainly special. And I was dreaming of retiring one day. I put the Dallas Stars logo on my screensaver on my phone just to make it real, and trying to put all my Canucks clothes and stuff that I have around the house at the bottom of the piles to help me get used to the transition here.
That's tough to take. It is. I know that Dan Hamhuis and his reputation is that he's a good guy. I get that. But it's not always a business. I think that's what I'm saying more than anything else, is that it's not always a business.
Well, I think Hamhuis really wanted to stay here. He was willing to take a pay cut to stay. The organization obviously didn't have plans to keep Hamhuis in the fold, and that's why they were sort of looking to move on, obviously. But it comes back to, you know, what they should have done at the trade deadline. Should have tried to keep Dan Hamhuis after they decided they weren't going to move him at the deadline. One thing I will say, though, is if the Canucks never had plans to keep Hamhuis, then they shouldn't have done everything they can to sign him to an extension. If they don't want him, don't just sign him for the public perception of keeping Hamhuis around. If you don't believe he helps you, you should move on from it. Now, whether the Canucks defense is any better without him, we're going to find out very soon.
As always, Shut the Front Door brought to you by Burnhausen Diesel. If you've got a Power Stroke diesel engine under your hood, make sure the right guys are working on it. Burnhausen Specialty Automotive, online at burnhausendiesel.com. Again, there's the Subway poll question. Dan Hamhuis, are they going to miss him? A lot, a little, not at all. Butch?
Yeah, I tend to think that that they'll miss Dan Hamhuis pretty significantly. I think if I were to pick what I would rather have, would I rather have the choice of having Hamhuis for the next couple of years at a really cheap rate? I consider what he signed for a bargain, 2 years, 7.5. We know desperately he wanted to stay in BC. Desperately he wanted to stay with the Canucks. So what